Hello everyone, my name is Sushil. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this tutorial, I would like to tell you some examples based on the logarithmic functions. So I am taking one example like y is equals to log of x minus 2 x minus 1. Okay, I need to calculate the domain and range of this function. Okay, so for this, what I will do, I know the basic function of log, that is log a of x. The graph will be like this: if x greater than a greater than 0 and x greater than 0, and then graph will be like this. Okay, sorry, this will be 1. I'm saying this will be 1. Okay, if a less than 1, greater than 0, and a is not equals to 1 and x positive, then graph will be like this. Okay, so what we will do, this is representing the a by comparing this. Okay, this should not be equals to 1, because we know the a should not be equals to 1, and should not be equals to 1, and these are the conditions. These are the two conditions: x minus 1 should be positive and x minus 2 should be positive, and x is not equals to x minus 2 is not equals to 1. Okay, these are the conditions. Okay, we need to calculate the values of x from these values only. Okay, so from the first or second, what we will do, we will simply draw the this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2, and here it is going like this, it is going like this. We need to take the common from both the values. Okay, so x should be greater than 2. Okay, these are the, so this is the value, but one more thing, x should not be 3. Okay, so x should not be 3. If we are putting x equals to 3, then what will happen? This base will become 1, and this is going to be 1, and log x minus 1 base 1 will be infinite. So this cannot be equals to 1. I mean, x cannot be equals to 3. I hope it is clear to all of you. So the domain will be like this: domain belongs to 2 to infinity minus 3. Okay, so 3 can't be there, and 2 to infinity. So this is the domain of this function. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So I am taking one more example. Okay, this is going to be like this: y is equals to log of base x minus 4, x minus 1, x minus 2 whole square, x minus 3. So we need to calculate the domain of this function. Okay, so to calculate the domain of this function, we simply go with the conditions as far as the log a of x is concerned. Okay, so we can say x minus 4 should not be equals to 1. Okay, this is the first condition, and the second condition, x minus 4 should be positive, and the third condition is x minus 1, x minus 2 whole square, x minus 3 should be positive. This is not integral function. You should not confuse it with the integral function. No, this is square bracket, I'm saying. Okay, so this should be positive, this should be positive, and this should not be equals to 1. This base should not be equals to 1. These are three conditions with which we can find the values of x. Okay, these two values should here I'm saying and. That means we need to take the common out of these two equations. Okay, so what we will do, I will simply draw the a line, I mean that real axis line. This will be 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Again here points of inversions are 1 and 3. At x equals to 2, there will be no sign change. Okay, this is the root of the function, but this will not cause the change of the sign of this inequality. Okay, so these are the points of inversion. I have already told you what are the points of inversion. X equals to 1 and x equals to 3 will be the points of inversion, because at x equals I am putting x greater than 1, what will happen? This portion will be positive. If I am putting x less than 1, this portion will be negative. So because of this the inequality, sign of this inequality will change. Okay, this portion will be changed, the whole portion will be changed. So this is the points of inversion, this is also points of inversion, but this will not be points of inversion, because overall it will become positive because of this square. This is square. Okay, so for first portion, what we do, we will simply draw the graph, I mean draw the region. Okay, for this portion, what I will do, I will simply again draw a axis line to separate the things. Okay, I'm going to draw a axis line. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Here 3 is the points of inversion. So for x greater than 3, what will happen? This will become positive, this will be always positive, this will be positive. So overall it will be positive. So I'm saying this will be positive. Okay, so this will be positive. So and again the sign will change only when at the point of inversion. So 3 is the point of inversion, sign will change. At 2, new sign will change. Okay, at 2, new sign will change. Again the sign will change like this. Okay, so this because 1 is the point of inversion. Okay, so we need to calculate the values of x for which this inequality is satisfied. It means this is positive. So what will happen? I'm going to take the reason. Okay, like this. So I'm going to take this like this. No, so I will draw this region at this point, and I will compare this. Okay, and I will compare this. This is 1 here like this. This is 3. This is like this. I need to calculate the values of x for which both the inequalities are satisfied. That means I can say x should be greater than 4. Okay, x should be greater than 4 because only this reason is there for which both the inequalities are satisfied. Okay. So x should be greater than 4. The common reason is like this. This is the common reason at infinity. This is the common reason. I hope it is clear to all of you. But I'm saying x minus 4, it should not be equal to 1. That means x should not be equal to 5. So I'm going to take the values of x for which this function will be defined. That means domain of this function will be like this. Domain will be belongs to 4 to infinity minus 5. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. So this is the way to calculate the domain of this function as far as this log function is concerned. Okay, so I'm going to take another example. Before that, I would like to draw this line. I'm going to take one more example like this. Y is equals to log of base e integral part of x minus x. Okay, this is the function. Then I need to calculate the domain of this function. So simply, if the base is e, I have already told you, then we can write this like ln of integral part of x minus x. Okay, one more thing, this is integral part of x, this is not the square bracket. I hope it is clear. I have already told you about the greatest integral function. Okay, so here this portion will be always positive and this will not be equal to 0 because this should be always positive and e should not be equal to 1. These are the values that is true. So we don't need to go behind this. Okay, we need to go on behind only this portion. Okay, as far as the domain is concerned. So what we will do? We will simply do integral part of x minus x should be positive. This is the condition only which will define the domain of this function. Okay, so we need to calculate the values of x as far as this function is concerned. Okay, so what we will do? I know this x is equal to integral part of x plus fractional part of x. Okay, so integral part of x minus x will be minus of fractional part of x. So we can put like this: fractional part of x positive. That means fractional part of x negative. Okay, so we know the graph of this fractional part of x. It will be like this. This is the y line. This will be like this. Okay. I hope it is. You remember this graph. Okay. This is y. Okay. So here y equals to 1 line is there. This is y equals to 0 line. That means x equals to 0. Okay. So now we need to calculate the value of x for which this function is this inequality is satisfied. So we can say with the graph we can say fractional part of x should be less than 1, greater than equals to 0. Okay, but greater than equals to 0. But this inequality is saying that should be negative. That means in this portion. So we can say the values of x will be belongs to 5. There will be no value of x for which this inequality is satisfied. Okay, so here we can say the domain of this function will be 5. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay,
If you are liking my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel and share these videos to your friends so that they can get some benefit out of it. Thank you guys.